Great, thanks, Jessa. Yeah, I think that we actually did as part of, so Jessa and I, along with Dan Farrell, and I think if we still on the phone, Jerry's on the phone, is on the call, as well as Rich Dooley. We're all part of the Mid-Atlantic PACE Alliance, which is a tri-state, now it's an entity and initiative to kind of bring consistency and standard best practices to CPACE. And as part of MAPA, or Mid-Atlantic PACE Alliance, we had a solar webinar in June, and that actually can be found on pacealliance.org. So if any of you are interested specifically in how you can take advantage of solar with CPACE, that specific webinar is very helpful to go into those details of solar. So basically, I just want to go over what is eligible currently in the town of Dumfries based on the ordinance that they passed back last year. Basically, all commercial properties are available. The only thing that is not available currently are residential properties. So currently, all residential properties are excluded from the program. In conversations with staff, we've talked about potentially in the future opening that up to multifamily, but currently all commercial is available. Nonprofit, we had a chat question. Nonprofits are able to be in the program, able to use CPACE financing, because even though nonprofits don't have to pay property taxes, they can receive assessment payments. They can voluntarily say, I'm willing to take on this special assessment, CPACE special assessment lien, and that allows them to participate in the program. So that's something we've seen nonprofits all over the country use CPACE because they are, as I think Jessa mentioned earlier, often cash strapped, often, really needing assistance in upgrading facilities, because they're utilizing their funds for other, mission-based reasons. In terms of eligible improvements, we have energy and water efficiency improvements, all different kinds. We have our program guide, which you can find on our website, which kind of lists samples of the kinds of energy and water efficiency measures you can use. It's really broad ranging. We're not saying anything is particularly excluded if you can demonstrate they actually save energy or water. Same with renewables. I mean, there's the kind of obvious solar, wind, some types of, energy storage, microgrids, but if there's something that truly is classified as renewable energy from a renewable source, that can be incorporated into a CPACE program. And I want to put this in here, Fairfax County has actually included resiliency and stormwater specifically in their program and matching the update to the state law, which allows stormwater management and resiliency measures to be included in CPACE financing in the state of Virginia. We don't have that specifically in the town of Dumfries, be it that they are writing the contract with Loudoun County. However, because the ordinance is fairly broad and allowing any other category that we, the program administrator and the program manager, so Will Capers, agree to, can be included. So we think that this is something that we can look at, going forward as an option as we see it something of value to building owners in particular. So next slide, please. So quickly, we kind of touched on it before. Property owners are eligible as long as they basically have been good actors. So this is, the requirements for not having delinquent taxes or outstanding liens or bankruptcies. It really pretty much refers back to what's in the state law. Just making sure that the owners are, are not doing something that's really not within their bailiwick in terms of their policies. So that includes property owners, includes nonprofits, for-profits, all different kinds of, property owners and developers can use CPACE. Capital providers, basically, we want as many capital providers to participate as possible. We think it's really helpful to the end user, the property owner, the property developer, to have choices. So we really ask you, those on the phone who are capital providers, to please sign up if you haven't already on our website. Basically, you fill out a form and sign an agreement and you're ready to go. You go up on our website, you're going to be, you can mark it. People will see you that you provide this ability in the town of Dumfries and throughout our localities in Virginia. So please join. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us as well after the webinar through our either website or email. And then contractors as well. It's kind of similar thing. We have a lot of contractors now who are signed up on our website. We're very excited about that because for the property owners, it gives them lots of options for those who are familiar with CPACE, who are looking to work on projects in the town. So next slide, please. So just a quick overview of the general eligibility of projects in the town. So basically, you can do projects for up to 30 years. It's based on the project improvement with the longest life. So 30 years is the max. If the longest life of, say, solar is 25 years, you would do 25 years, even if you had some of the measures that had shorter useful lives, like LED lighting, for example. This is different than a few other programs where it's the weighted average of all the improvements combined. So Virginia, we're special. We like to have some, differences amongst jurisdictions, and that's really based on the preferences of the underlying ordinance. Eligible improvements, they have to be permanently affixed to the land or building. Financing thresholds, we have set at the Virginia PACE Authority a minimum of $50,000. This is really based on the fact that, for really, really small projects, there are certain fixed fees that come along with CPACE, and we feel like it's really not, most beneficial. So if you have a really small LED project, the payback is so quick, it probably makes sense to do it another way. But most projects we've seen are really above that amount, so we're really trying to make it user friendly. And the maximum is based on what was in the ordinance. It's very high. It's 25 million or 30% of market value, whatever's higher. So really, that is a very high threshold to me. And we look forward to any property owners on the phone to try to make that be exciting for the town of Dumfries. And then we have basically the two ways in which we calculate what can be included in CPACE. In existing buildings, basically, we're looking at the baseline, and then you're looking at the savings that these eligible measures will create. And those measures that are eligible can be financed through CPACE. In a new construction project, we have two ways that we're allowing you to be eligible. We're saying you can take your list of measures you'd like to include, solar, say you have some geothermal, LED lights, you have some stormwater management improvements, and you can say each of these either save energy, create energy in renewable fashion, or exceed code. Or you can do a model on the entire building. So it's really a little too complex to go into detail, but basically what we're trying to say is we want you to have a good project that's both going to benefit you financially, also it's contributing to an energy efficient, environmentally friendly building, and we're providing you with options to achieve those goals through this structure. And this is actually how we do it across the state of Virginia in the jurisdictions we manage. So it's not just in Dumfries, but what is specific to Dumfries is the project term and the financing thresholds. Next slide, please. So just as really quick, like how you go ahead and basically join. And this is kind of a slide that we include so that if you want to go back and look at the slide deck, you can see how you do it. I thought for a second, perhaps I'll do this quickly. If you can let me have the screen back, I'm going to quickly go to our website and do it that way. I think that actually would be a really nice way of showing. So is everyone actually see? Let me just make sure I'm sharing the right slide. Hold on. It's always a challenge. Let's see. There we go. Can I get the thumbs up from maybe Jess or Joe that you're seeing?
Yes.
The website? Okay, great. So so we basically have gone to our website and we have our program locations. We've gone down to the town of Dumfries and I just clicked on the link, sorry about that. And we basically have a little information about the program. And then we have, for example, a flyer for today's presentation. We have the press release, the program guide, and the ordinance. If you want to apply as a property owner, you click here and you get put into our subcontractors platform. And this is how you create a login as a property owner, and then you can go ahead and pre-apply. Going back to the Town Dumfries here, our website, if you want to sign up as a contractor, you can register here, and that's going to click you back into the back end where you can sign up. I'm going to go back one more time and do this for capital providers. And basically you, as a capital provider, need to create a login. And once you do that, then you're able to sign up. So I'm going to go ahead and have you take it back, Jessa. I just want to show that on our actual website. Are you able to, there you go, perfect. All right, so basically I kind of explained how the first part of this works. I would say that once you submit a property, it goes a project, it goes through the process, it gets approved. You're going to sign legal documents with your capital provider as a property owner and with the town. We're going to then record the lien, and then at that point you're going to start making payments after when the first payment's due, and you're going to make that payment to the town of Dumfries, and then we're going to then remit it back to the capital provider. So this is something that we're looking forward to doing. I don't know if it's been mentioned before, but we're still waiting on our first project in the state of Virginia, but we're getting pretty close. So all of this will be, something you will see in our first case study, hopefully coming soon. So if you have any questions about the process, we do have some one-pagers on our website. We do have some informational videos as well, or you can of course contact us. So next slide. So I think I kind of went through some of this, and I just want to say, yeah, please register with our website, on our website, to be a contractor, capital provider. If you are a property owner, fill out the pre-application. Primarily we're checking to see that you have a project that's commercial and not a single family or multifamily, and that you're located in the town of Dumfries. And in Virginia, sometimes it gets a little tricky to actually see if you're in the county or in the town. So that's why we just want to make sure. And then please, we look forward to you contacting us to schedule a meeting to really go into depth about how this works. If you have any questions, if you have a project you want to talk to us about, please feel free to call us. We actually have, I'm going to take back this, I think the next slide is just our information. I was going to say that, you can go on our website. We actually have on our contact us page the ability to set up an appointment. So please feel free to do that. And then with